Austin, give us good news, man. I'm all sad about Tennessee baseball last night. I get on Twitter, and I was like, man, this sounds familiar. This looks familiar. I remember back in 2013 after Tennessee would get smashed by a team on Saturday, there would be an announcement, a recruiting commitment. And I look at Twitter yesterday, and I see Big Cam Franklin putting out a video. Was this a commitment, or what's going on with Mr. Big Cam Franklin?
No commitment. That's just the video that all the recruits get when they're on their official visits, kind of recapping their photo shoot experience and all that stuff. So I do think that he is getting closer. I think going into last weekend, in his mind, he was going to visit Tennessee, then LSU this weekend, and then Auburn in September. We'll see. He canceled the LSU visit. He visited Ole Miss yesterday unofficially. Is at Miami today unofficially. And then we'll see if that Auburn visit takes place. He thought about taking it this weekend in place of LSU, has decided not to do that. Now, they're still trying to get him to come. We'll see if he makes it. But either way, it feels like his timeline has gotten bumped up some because that Auburn visit wasn't going to happen until September. So you're looking at September, October before he makes a decision. Now you feel like, there's a real shot that, he comes off the board in the next, 30, 45 days. I think that, he's obviously kind of getting one last visit at all his major players one last time this week, and we'll kind of see where things go. But Tennessee did get a lot of momentum off of the visit last weekend. Now can they, keep the momentum until he announces?
Can you handicap that race with Cam Franklin? Or is it still too early to do that in terms of where things stand with those schools?
I think Tennessee is in the best position, but I don't think you can discount Miami for sure. I don't think, but he doesn't seem like a Miami kind of guy. I don't think you can discount Ole Miss. They're just down the road. And then Auburn is kind of, laying in the weeds. Now, he's not visiting there as of now, and if he doesn't, I think Auburn would be below those other teams. But right now, I feel like Tennessee's got some momentum here. It's not done by any stretch of the imagination, but they did a really nice job with him last weekend.
Jordan Burns, linebacker from Georgia. What kind of player are we getting with him, and how high was he on the priority list for linebackers in this class?
Really solid pickup. Tennessee, was, I think, planning on taking 2 linebackers in this class. It could still be 2. I do think, though, if Tylen Singleton, who will visit this weekend officially from Louisiana, and Edwin Spillman, the younger brother of Nathan Spillman, who's from Nashville, if they both want in, I think Tennessee takes 3 linebackers in this class. But, again, I think Tennessee liked Jordan Burns enough that they weren't going to slow play him or make him wait till the other guys kind of gave their decision. I think they kind of said, let's get Jordan Burns in. If we'll take 3 if the other 2 want to come. If not, I think Tennessee feels pretty confident they can at least get one of the other 2, and that would give them their 2 for the class. They took 3 last year, and so I think Jordan Burns is a really solid pickup, kind of a plugger in the middle, very physical, and I think can be a really good inside backer.
Austin Price, Volquest.com. One of my favorite things about recruiting is the peer recruiting that goes on, because I think it really tells you how committed a player is, and we're seeing that with Boo Carter, who hasn't been committed a week yet, but is already recruiting for Tennessee. Who are some of the guys that Boo Carter is peer recruiting?
Well, Boo will be in town this weekend for his official visit, and he'll surround Amari Jefferson, who's another Chattanooga kid who's in town this weekend, the wide receiver from Baylor. He'll be working him hard, along with Jake Merklinger, who will come back in town unofficially. He took his official last weekend, the Tennessee quarterback commit. And then Mike Matthews, those two have known each other since they're kind of like middle age as far as like what your youth, adolescent years, not middle age like I am. 10, 11-year-old basketball type teams. They've known each other for, several years playing basketball, growing up against one another. And Matthews is the 5-star receiver from Parkview there in Atlanta. Tennessee goes into this weekend with a real shot to, deliver a big blow to landing Mike Matthews with a really good weekend, and that would be a huge deal for Josh Heupel, be huge for Kelsey Pope, and to potentially be able to swing he and Amari Jefferson would be massive because both those guys are uber important to the class. Again, Boo's known both those kids for a while, especially Mike, and of course he and Amari are right there in Chattanooga with one another, and Tennessee really needs to add receivers to this class. They got a lot of momentum with Braylon Staley, kid from Aiken, South Carolina last weekend. He'll visit North Carolina this weekend officially and then start working towards a decision potentially even as early as next week. And then the other two, again, Tennessee's got a real shot to build momentum this weekend with both of them. Amari Jefferson, right now, I would tell you he's probably leaning to Alabama, but I think Tennessee has a real opportunity to flip that this weekend.
Austin Price of Volquest is with us thanks to Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. Are there any other names, especially of those who just visited maybe, that Tennessee would be trending with that you're watching a little more closely after they've been to campus?
Yeah, Max Anderson visited officially a couple of weeks ago. I think he's real close to a decision. Like Tyler and Will kind of close. If that makes sense to you. I think they've got some momentum with some guys. I think that Boo getting in was big because I do think he carries a lot of weight with other recruits. And so I think you're looking at the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to see some guys come off the board. And Tennessee's got to land their share. If Tennessee can get Edwin Spillman done, get Ronan O'Connell done, get Amari Jefferson flipped around in their favor, land a Mike Matthews, all of a sudden, you start building some momentum, then maybe let's see what happens with Cam Franklin in the next 30 to 45 days. And, what happens with Quintavious Johnson, the defensive lineman that's visiting this weekend. A lot of names, I think, will start moving around here. And, that's why I keep telling everybody that's kind of in panic mode because you see Florida making a run and this team getting commits and stuff. Like, let it play out. Like, where are we at when the calendar rolls to August? Did Tennessee have a really successful July? If they didn't, then obviously there is some room for concern, right? And the worry of some fans is justified. But if they land their share and they land some of the guys I just talked about, then everything was much about nothing and there was no reason to panic. So kind of let the next, 30 to 45 days kind of play out. And, when Tennessee starts fall camp, what does the 2024 recruiting class commitment list look like?
All right, AP, Volquest.com. By August 1st, over under 3.5. I got the drum roll right here in the background. Can you hear the drum roll? Yep, that's the drum roll. 3.5. What you got, AP?
That's 40 days to work with here.
Good math,
Wayne,
Josh.
if it's not way over 3.5 by August 1st, then I think that is bad.
Oh,
so
excuse me.
Way over 3.5.
Okay, so bad line there. 5.5 AP. What would you say to that one?
I still think it's over by August 1st.
Ooh,
Okay.
Oh. Put on my tap dancing shoes. Let's go. My dancing shoes, not tap dancing. We'll put on my dancing shoes. Oh, okay, AP. Okay. I am over what happened last night already.
There you go. See
I'm
See
good.
how quickly you can move along?
Hey, AP's like a good old dose of medicine. Thank you, man, for that good news.
Yeah, who needs September 2nd? You got the recruiting trail to
I'm
go
good.
enjoy for the next month and a half.
I'm good. I'm okay.
Take one dose of me and call me in the morning.
Oh, we're good to go. We're good to go, man. More effective than Tussin. Thank you, Austin Price. 5.5 over by August the 1st. Oh, yeah.
All right. Buckle up, Nelson and company out there enjoying the recruiting ride. Did we miss anything before we let you go, Austin, that Tennessee fans should know about the world of recruiting right now?
I don't think so, man. I think it's a big weekend, and see if Tennessee can continue the momentum, later today and into next week and then into next month.
All right. Follow him on Twitter at Austin Priceless. Read his work at Volquest.com. And each week you hear him here on Josh and Swain, thanks to Rick Terry Jewelry Designs, making it unique, making it special, making it just for you. They want to be your jeweler there at Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. Giving the people what they want. Austin, we appreciate the time as always.
The crowd goes, wow.
And we'll talk to you again soon.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.